Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5:30.
New developments tonight on the investigation of racially charged photos surfacing at the University of North Dakota. Another photo has surfaced. Good evening and thank you for joining us. You may have seen this picture floating around yesterday. Police in the university are investigating a harassment complaint after it was posted on Snapchat and shared on Facebook. Now today, UND President Mark Kennedy says he's appalled that within 48 hours, a second photo has surfaced on social media. Police and university officials are investigating after these 4 students painted their faces black and posted a picture with the caption, "Black Lives Matter." A social media threat ending with #SchoolShooterThursday and naming a number of Fargo South students prompted a quick response by police. The district says the high school is operating as scheduled today, with officials still trying to find out the student's motive behind the post. We learned late this afternoon that the student works with the football team at Fargo South High School. As Valley News Team's Bradford Eric has the latest for parents.
Well, then you're about to get blasted. Watch out tomorrow. #SchoolShooterThursday. This is just part of a message posted on social media by a 14-year-old student last night. A message that landed him in handcuffs and being charged with terrorizing.
I was just shocked that it happened.
You know, I was in second period and they announced it and the principal came on and he was telling us about the social media incident, and it was pretty scary because it involved a school shooting. And no one likes that. No one does.
Fargo Public Schools tells us they alerted parents this morning, and the school day went about as scheduled. The police department deeming the threat not credible.
The student admitted that was his account, admitted to making those posts, however, indicated that he was not serious about the comments.
Fargo police say last night they took a number of calls from concerned parents, were able to track down the profile holder, and determined he didn't have access to any firearms.
It's instant gratification, but you don't think about the long-term ramifications of, okay, maybe I just posted something criminal in nature, terroristic threats that, you know, I was just mad, but now I just threaten someone's life.
Deputy Chief Anderson says they have to take threats like this seriously, as tragedy has repeatedly struck our schools nationwide in recent years. It's a strong warning tonight for all social media users, adults and children alike. Think before you post. Outside Fargo South High School, Bradford Eric, Valley News Live.
Just yesterday in California, authorities found a student with a 33-name hit list of people he wanted to kill and plan a carry-out to the attack. That investigation began too after a parent saw concerning information in a social media post. The wife of Joey Garsland, the man who died after being involved in a fight outside of Rick's Bar in Fargo last year, is in jail on drug-related charges. Laura Garsland is charged with 2 counts of possession of a controlled substance and 1 count of drug paraphernalia. Court documents say she failed to appear for the 24/7 program. When police searched her home, they found several drugs, including meth. Court documents show police have also been called to the Garsland home for reports of unfit conditions. Earlier this month, they found a 2-year-old playing in the alley while Laura was inside sleeping. In that case, Garsland was arrested for child neglect. Laura's husband, Joey Garsland, is the man who died after a bar fight outside of Rick's Bar in Fargo. Several people were charged in that case, and one of the suspects, Jason Oyen, is set for trial next week. He's facing murder charges. Fargo police have filed a search warrant in Cass County Court to get access to the health records that may have a murder confession from Ashley Hunter. Hunter is accused of killing 2 men in North Fargo in a 24-hour period in late June of 2015. He pleaded not guilty to the murders and arson charges.
I'm innocent. I know for a fact I never hurt anybody. I've never killed anyone in my life.
Hunter told Valley News Live last August that he doesn't remember either of the attacks and admitted to doing drugs. According to the recently filed search warrant, a nurse notified investigators that Hunter gave a full statement about killing 2 people. According to court documents, the nurse told police she took detailed note of what Hunter said. Other than a few sprinkles here and there, it's another quiet day. But what about later tonight? Robert, how does the weather look this evening?
Weather looking pretty similar to what we have seen all day, with some partly to mostly cloudy skies, a few sprinkles here and there, some breezy northeast winds, and temperatures onto the cool side. Some fairly uniform temperatures across the board. 60 degrees in Jamestown and Sisseton, 61 Valley City, 65 Grand Forks, and 67 degrees here in Fargo. And again, those winds on the breezy side, those winds will stay with us as we head through tonight and again into your Friday, primarily out of the east and northeast. A lot of cloud cover out there, and we're going to see more clouds and sun as we head through the next several days. Underneath those clouds, we have seen just a couple of sprinkles, but we've got better precipitation chances as we head through the weekend. But here in Fargo, I think we stay dry outside of maybe an isolated sprinkle. It'll still remain breezy as we head through this evening, and temperatures by 9 o'clock dipping down to right around 60 degrees. I mentioned that chance for some showers and storms as we head through the weekend, and we'll have a more detailed look at the weekend forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Robert. Severe flooding is affecting parts in the southern Minnesota. A powerful storm Wednesday night into today dropped heavy rain across parts of Waseca. That's just south of Minneapolis. Some 14 inches of rain flooded county roads, parking lots, and even some high school football fields. The floods have left several roads impassable. Homes in some neighborhoods have also flooded, forcing some people to evacuate. A flood warning for the area is in place until later this afternoon. The Tulsa County District Attorney has issued a warrant for the arrest of a Tulsa police officer who shot an unarmed man. Officer Betty Shelby has been charged with first-degree manslaughter in the shooting death of Terrence Crutcher. There will be much more on this breaking story tonight on NBC's Nightly News. After 2 nights of violent riots over the shooting death of a black man by police, the city of Charlotte, North Carolina is preparing for more riots tonight. A state of emergency has been declared with National Guard troops and state police called in to help. It all started over the police-involved shooting death of Keith Scott. Witnesses say Scott was unarmed when he shot and killed by police. But police have confirmed with several networks that they have video showing Scott had a gun in his hand during an interaction with police before he was fatally shot. The Carolina Panthers are still planning to host the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday, but team officials say they're monitoring the ongoing violent riots that have gripped the city. The Panthers president said in a statement today that the team is in contact with government officials, the Charlotte Police Department, and the NFL. We are continuing to monitor events as we prepare for Sunday's game. Vikings running back Adrian Peterson is officially on the road to recovery. The Minnesota Vikings issued a statement this morning announcing that Peterson's surgery was a success. Peterson suffered a torn meniscus in his right knee during the third quarter of Sunday's game against the Green Bay Packers. Now, ESPN is reporting that AP is expected to be out in several months, but there's a chance he could return for a December playoff run. A district judge has said no to a request for temporary release from jail for the brother of the man accused in the St. Cloud Mall stabbing attack. Abdullahi Adan is in the Cass County Jail on drug charges and made the request to attend his brother's funeral. His brother Dahir Adan was killed by an off-duty police officer after allegedly stabbing 10 people at a St. Cloud Mall Saturday night. A man accused of raping and murdering a South Fargo woman appeared in court and entered a not guilty plea. 22-year-old Landon Luegi allegedly had a sexual relationship and is accused of violently murdering 40-year-old Corey Terlecki. Today, he waived his preliminary hearing. Terlecki was found dead in May at her South Fargo home. She had injuries to the back of her head. Luegi's next court appearance is set for late October. A young boy was hit by a car while riding his bike to school in Grand Forks this morning. It happened at the intersection of Columbia Road and 40th Avenue South. That's near Discovery Elementary School. The boy is okay and did not have to be taken to the hospital. They were once in every home, classroom, and library. But like so many things, they've disappeared in this digital age. So a local service club is not only making sure children know what a dictionary is, but is putting the book of words and definitions into children's hands. And that's exactly what went on at Ellen Hopkins Elementary in Moorhead today. Members of the Moorhead Rotary Club are handing out dictionaries to every third grader in Clay County. In all, some 900 of them. For students in the Spanish immersion program, the Rotarians are offering a special one in English and Spanish. And not only do the students get the dictionary, but they are personalized with his or her name on them.
It's a discovery thing for us because we found that for many, this is their first book that is their own, which is a surprise.
This is the 11th year in Moorhead. Rotary has been involved in this dictionary project. The change in the season means a change for your wardrobe. Trending this season are earth tone colors, floral patterns, and animal prints. West Acres style expert Nikki Larson says pops of pinks, purples, and yellows are being shown off in many fall outfits. Key pieces to get include a nice leather jacket, which can be worn all day.
With fall, it's great because, again, you have those layers, but you also have those accessory items that can really make or break an outfit and turn it from day to night really easily. So whether it's a change of a shoe or a different top underneath a jacket, there are so many different ways to go from day to night.
For more fall looks, go to valleynewslive.com and click on this story under the Valley Today page. It might just be your sci-fi dream come true. We'll show you Nike's cool new shoe still ahead tonight.
Today it's been a mostly cloudy and breezy day across the region with a few sprinkles. Tomorrow, better storm chances start to roll into the valley. We'll detail those chances as well as give you a look at that weekend forecast coming up right after this.